Hello everyone, I am Shruti Jargi from BISP Solutions, and this video I am going to tell you how to create scatter plots in R. So let's first understand what is the scatter plots. So scatter plots are appropriate for examining the relationship between two numeric variables. Graphically, we are going to use this scatter plots for finding the relationship between uh, any of the two variables. ScatterPlot shows how much one variable is affected by another. The relationship between two variables is called their correlation. Scatterplots usually consist of a large body of data. The closer the data points come when plotted to making a straight line, the higher the correlation between the two variables or the strongest the relationship. So this is the correlation diagram for the scatter plots. If the data points makes a straight line going from the origin out to high of x, increasing from x and increasing from y, and make a straight line, then the variables are said to have positive correlation. And the lines goes from a height value on the y-axis down to a high value on the x-axis, because this will be the negative for the x-axis, so the variables have a negative correlation. A perfect correlation is given by the value of 1. A perfect negative correlation is given by the value of -1. If there is absolutely no correlation, present the value given to 0. So how to calculate a scatter in R? So the function plot is used to make a scatter plot in R, and it does take two arguments. First is x-axis value and the second is y value, and we are using this scatter plot to calculate the relationship between x and y. So let's begin with RStudio. Here I previously discussed how to import any file from the .csv format from the Excel and how to attach it. So here is the data where the order date, region, name, item, units, unit dot cost and total. So let's suppose I want to know the correlation or the relation between the how many number of units sold and its relation with the total. So first you have to calculate the correlation, and as for that you must know that the class of these should be integer or numeric, and the class is not integer or numeric, so it will have to convert, and I already discussed about how to convert the factor variable into the type of integer. So for that I'm going to create another variable total 1, and this I'm going to store the converted variable as dot numeric or integer, both are same, and I'm converting total. So now I want to calculate the correlation between units and total. So the correlation is calculated using the COR function in R, units comma total, because I'm creating this in another variable total 1. So there's a negative correlation between both this variable. So I'm going to create and using the plot function for making a scatter plot between units and total. So this will be our scatter plot. Here this will be the units and this will be the total one, and there is a negative correlation between units and total one. We can even add title for this diagram using the main. So scatter plot, and we can change the name of x and y axis using the XLAB and YLAB. So I think the name for the XLAB is okay. I'm going to change the name of YLAB with total. Now you can even change rotate these values from with the help of LAS, and you can change the limit if you want to change using X limit and Y limit. So I'm going to give this limit 0 to 100 and the Y limit from 0 to 50. Okay. Now we can also change the size of plotting characters, that means this circle, by using the CEX command. CEX, and if I give it value 0.5, so this will half this plotted characters, and if I give CX value to 2, so this will double that circle. Okay, now we can change the type of showing pointer. So this is the circle. We can change this point using the PCH argument, and let's suppose I'm giving it value 20, so this will create dark circles. We can even add and the linear regression line that was fit to this plot. For this you have to use AB line function, and gives argument lm from units separated, sorry, total separated with units. Okay, so this will be the regression line for this plot. You can even change the color of this line using the COL command. Now finally I want to add a non-parametric smoother to the plot to describe the relationship. For that I'm going to use the lines function and smooth dot spline and give it value units comma total 1. So this will create another line over there. You can change the type of line using LTY. Let's suppose I'm giving it to 3. Okay, it does not create any change. Okay, and you can change the width of the line using LWD. Okay, now we can even differentiate these pointers according to any of this variable. Like if I want to know how many of the scattered pointers are central and east and west, so for that I'm going to use another function points, and this units according to where region equals to central, and also total 1 where region equals to central. And now I'm giving this PCH value 20, and I'm going to change the color so that I can clearly understand this values. Okay, so these blue circles belongs to the scattered point of region where central. Now I'm going to change central from east. Okay, and I'm going to change the color of this with red. Okay, so these red pointers are west region, sorry, east region, and now giving color green, and the third value is for my database is west, and so these scatter points of green belongs to the shows the value for west. So this is how the scatter plot is run in R for showing the correlation between two variables, and here is the correlation of minus point 1. That means there is a negative correlation between units and total 1. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thanks for watching.